Greens, it's Max, and we're back doing a thing real quick here. Just, this person is attacking Ed and Robert and some other people out there. And I think this is something that needs to be said. I mean, Ed said it many a times on his channel. When you're teaching the Bible, that whole thing of after the second you denounce them 2 times, then you ignore them, that doesn't really apply to Bible teachers. That applies to your local church. You have a problem with your pastor, and you say, hey, look, man, that modalism thing, you kind of got that wrong, right? You go to your pastor, hey, that interracial marriage thing, you kind of got that wrong. And then after that, then you don't go to that church anymore. This has nothing to do with people who are on the internet who are teaching. And if people continue to come out with heresy, you continue to come out against them. Not personally, but against their doctrine. And of course, we use some names and call people bums, call them dirtbags. We do some stuff like that. But the main thing is doctrine. Otherwise, we wouldn't even bother making a video. All right? So we're going to listen to what this guy has to say. He's only been online for a couple of months, so now he's trying to make a name for himself. And he's going to attack Ed. Now, I am not Ed's bodyguard. All right? But the same thing is going to happen to me. This guy is going to make a video about me. I'm certain of it.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Primitive Baptist Forum. I think I'll do what everyone else has done and use DU Recorder. I mean, after all, my buddy, the Forerunner Story, uses it, so I might as well do it as well. You see here, Edward Pettifinger's channel, Pope Edward,
what?
The same guy who said, quote, Romans...
Ed Pettifinger? Where do you get that out of his name? Edward PF123. His name is Ed Feniger. And if you use a hard G, it'd be Ed Feniger. There is no D in his last name. Ed Peda. Oh, man. Man, don't do that. That is ad hominem garbage. Okay? Don't do that. Attack the man's doctrine.
10 verse 13 is a cancer to the gospel, close quote. The same guy who recommends Martin Richling, and at one time used to spend hours and hours and hours on the phone with young We Are the Light, the absolute arch heretic that he is. Interestingly, We Are the Light, Brian Denlinger, as well as Edward Pettifinger, all deny Christ's eternal sonship.
Stop calling it
Pettifinger. As you see here on your...
The main reason I'm making this movie is because he did that. Okay? Don't call the guy Pettifinger. Okay? Don't. Have respect. If you don't know how to pronounce his name, call him Edward PF123.
Screen, I have searched Brian Denlinger on his channel. You'll notice that excluding the actual search term, there are 53 results. So that would actually make 52 results. So he's made at least 50 videos on Brian Denlinger within the last year.
So what?
Now, originally, I think Ed did a great service in exposing Brian Denlinger because Denlinger needed to be exposed, and some of his exposés were excellent. But notice, Denlinger is now the subject of his obsession.
Subject of his obsession. Brian Denlinger went into going after the Trinity, and that is something that Ed holds as a very core doctrine. So yes, Ed is going to be attacking him nonstop. Brian Denlinger did 33 heretical videos against the Trinity. That ticks Ed off. So he's making videos. So what?
In the Cambridge Dictionary here, we see the following of stalker.
Oh,
now,
we already called him a pedophile.
A person who illegally follows and watches someone.
Illegally
especially
follows.
A woman.
Okay, all right. It is not illegal to watch YouTube videos and make commentary on them. Not at all. Stalking? So that means that, what do I have? Like 4,600 subscribers or something like that? I don't have my screen up. But whatever. Are those people stalking me? No. I put out myself, teach the Bible, and do some crazy things here with satire and things like that. And if people want to watch, they can. They're not stalking me. They're not stalking me. If you put yourself out there, you are going to be attacked. The difference between me and Ed and guys like Brian Denlinger is that we don't proclaim ourselves to be pastors. We don't proclaim ourselves to do anything other than read the Bible. That's it. Okay? People wonder about me. Why don't you do more Bible studies? Well, I do. I do Bible studies all the time. But I like doing satire. I like doing all this other stuff. I am not a pastor. I don't have a church. I don't want one. I don't. I don't want to. I don't want that sort of responsibility. I went to seminary school, not wanting to do that. I just wanted a greater understanding of the Bible and God. That's it. Ed, he's retired. He's a retired guy. As far as I know, he's not ordained by anybody either. He's just a Bible teacher who's out there on the internet. So what? You're calling him a pedophile and a stalker. And that's unacceptable, dude. Don't do that. You can't do that. Okay? Because you have to show where his doctrine is wrong. Somewhere in there. Before you start calling somebody a moron, you have to show where they're wrong on doctrine. You can't just come out there and mispronounce people's names and call them stalkers and all this stuff. You can't do that, man. It's not a what do you call it, upright or a manly thing to do. Don't do it.
Woman over a period of time, or someone who follows a person, usually intending to hurt that person. And this is exactly what we see from Edward Pennefinger. In fact, Edward Pennefinger has gone completely nuts in this respect. In fact, let's try searching some other terms. The pot-stirring Kevin Zacher and Wayne Crook, who have been right in their opposition.
Who cares about Kevin Zacher?
If I search Zacher here,
who cares? Dude, you just called Edward,
30 different results.
You just called Ed a pedophile, and you said that's part of his name. I mean, that's really insulting.
Kevin Zacher, which actually 29 different results. For Kevin Zacher on his channel, 30 different results. 30 different videos with Kevin Zacher.
Maybe they have a personal relationship you don't know about. Maybe they have talked on the phone. I have no idea. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Doctrine is what's important. You have to listen to what Ed is talking about in doctrine. That is what is important.
In the title. What about Wayne Crook, the other pot-stirring free grace movement guy? Well, let's see.
Apparently this person is against once saved, always saved, I guess. I don't know. I don't know who this person is. I saw it on Jason's channel. Obviously, he doesn't know how to make a video. Come on, dude. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on there. You can do it. You can do it. There you go, buddy. There you go, Wink.
Excluding the actual search term, 18 different results.
Oh, my.
18 different videos.
Oh, my.
To Wayne Crook, Wayne Crook, Wayne Crook, and more Wayne Crook.
I don't know who Wayne Crook is. I don't care. I
How
really
about,
don't care. The biggest argument that anybody has, okay, against guys like me, guys like Ed, the biggest argument they can go to is either doing an ad hominem attack, like Brian Denlinger did against me. There is no reason for him to do that. He could have attacked my doctrine and just say that, I disagree. I mean, he could have. He could have done that. You can't attack Ed on doctrine either. All you can attack Ed on is the fact that he's attacking other people. And then you call him Ed Pediger or pedophile? I mean, don't do that crap. I mean, how disingenuous can you be? Just a crock of slop. These people, crocks of slop. And I feel bad, if this guy has a church somewhere. I feel bad for the people that actually go to it. Just like that Donnie Ramirez guy. I feel bad for the people that went to that church being sucked in by the cult mentality. And he calls Ed Feniger a cult. Says it right here. Ed PF123 is a cult leader. Ed PF123 is not a pastor. He's not. He's a guy. He's just doing Bible teaching. And he is keeping people in check. Okay? That's what he does. I do some of that myself.
The ultra-dispensationalist friend of the Church of the Eternally Secure with Cardinal Daniel Stone, the indifferent, Robert Breaker.
Come on, dude. You can figure it out.
All right. Let me pull up this search function.
Dude, smoke more pot. What the heck?
And you'll notice
Pull it up.
63 different results. In fact, that is 62 different results for Robert Breaker.
Yeah. And do you realize that Robert Breaker and Ed have been online for like 10 years? Do you realize that? Okay, myself, I've only been online for like 5, 6, maybe. These guys have been going around for a long time. And as far as I know, Ed agrees with Robert on most of his teachings. There are certain things he has problems with, but for the most part, I think Ed likes Rob. I don't know.
This guy is exhibiting stalker behavior. Robert Breaker. Kevin
10
Zacher,
years of
Wayne
videos.
Crook, Kevin Zacher, Wayne Crook. Denlinger. What about JT Does?
Who cares about that kid? I mean, literally, who really cares about a 19-year-old's opinion on anything? Okay? I need my engine rebuilt in my car. I could have the 55-year-old guy do it, who's been working in the plant for 25 years, or I could have the 19-year-old guy do it, who looked at somebody else doing it and got his certificate from school that says he knows how to do it. Who do I want to rebuild my car? I want the old guy. I want the old dude. JT does. JT does nothing. Come on, dude. Figure out how to work your computer. Come on. Let's do it. Work your computer. Come on.
JT Does.
Move on to Robert Breaker. Here we go.
Page. 16 different videos on JT Does.
Yeah, because he denied the blood of Christ. Yeah,
Friends,
that's a pretty important thing.
I've been active in exposing some heretics like Sock You or Thick Satan. However, there comes to a point where you got to be done. And honestly,
Why?
at this point, on my Primitive Baptist Forum channel, which is now simply my expose channel, I upload videos from time to time exposing people.
All right.
But this
is the point, is that these people that we're exposing, they never quit. Okay? This is their life's blood. This is where they make their money. especially Brian Denlinger. This is where they get their money from. And if they come out complete heresy week after week after week after week, what, we're just supposed to shut up and not warn people about them? That's what you're supposed to do? That is stupid. That is completely stupid. And anybody, it's not everybody's calling to call out other pastors and really fine-tooth comb what people are saying. It's not everybody's calling to do that. You're wrong on doctrine here, you're wrong on doctrine there. It's not everybody's calling to do that. But there is a place for people. And Ed is retired. He's like 65 years old, and he's been doing it for 10 years. And he's been doing a great job. Do I agree with Ed all the time? No. No. But you have to appreciate that's his place. And then you have other people. We'll take Robert. Robert's not in that position where he wants to do that. He spends his time focusing on the Word of God and doing Bible studies. And that's it. So we have a little bit of a difference. People have different jobs, you might say. And just because over 10 years, Ed attacks the savior, Brian Denlinger, he's going to come after him? What? It's a thing. I'll play a little bit more of this crap as I gather my thoughts and do a closing statement.
This is going to have to go up on either of my accounts. This man has lost his mind because he's made over 16 different videos on JT Does, over 60 videos on Robert Breaker, and over 50 videos on Brian Denlinger alone. This is what you call stalker behavior, my friends. You say, well, what does that matter? All right, I'll show you what that matters. And yes, that is...
You already called him a pedophile, so calling him a stalker, like, well, who cares?
It's a cute little Bengal, isn't it? She's not for sale. Believe me, don't ask. Someone, we'll put it this way. Some IT lady will be quite upset. Quite upset. 1 Timothy 1 and verse 18. This charge I commit to thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou mightest war a good warfare, holding faith and a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith have made shipwreck, of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered to Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme.
Faith.
And in 3 John, I'd like to...
You don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. I'm sorry, you're a novice. That's all I can say about it. You want to attack Ed, a guy who's been studying the Bible and has bookshelves full of stuff that he can pull out at any point about what, like Larkin is talking about and Schofield, and really knows his Bible, and you want to go slam dunk that guy? Good luck. Good luck. The best that you have is ad hominem attack, calling the dude a stalker. That's what you got. That's all anybody has who doesn't have the truth, who doesn't have the gospel, who doesn't have anything. All they have. Brian Denlinger. What does he have? He does not attack Max Bauer. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no. I got Max Bauer's account information. I know who he really is. I know this and I know that, and I'm going to put it on the internet. That's all he can do. Heretics. Heretics. And bad people, okay? I know atheists that are better people than Brian Denlinger, who would never do and stoop to the level that guy did. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen with us. And everyone says, go after Ed. or go after me or go after whatever. And it's like, well, we don't run a church. We run a YouTube channel and we do Bible teaching. Now, Ed does his thing and I do my thing. Robert Breaker does his thing. And we all have different, kind of where our channel is. We all have different kind of focuses. My channel is a smorgasbord. I do everything on my channel, but I'm not running a church. I'm not Steve Anderson. Huge heretic out there. The point being is that this person has nothing to say against faith alone. They have nothing to say against Ed's doctrine. All they have to say is, Ed attacks Brian Denlinger too much. And it's like, well, who cares? Brian Denlinger's a heretic. Who cares? I'm not praying for Brian Denlinger to get hit by a bus. But if the guy did, I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, well, have fun in hell. I don't know. This is an important video to bring out to let people know, guys like me and Ed, we are not a replacement for church, okay? We are not. We are a supplement, and we do our own things. Myself, I absolutely do not want anything to do with being a pastor or running a church or anything like that. I like my little YouTube channel. I like being able to do little satire skits, and I like being able to do whatever I want to. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. Ed has been doing the same thing for 10 years. And to go after this guy, if you're not talking to him about doctrine, he is going to rip you up and down. And Ed, I'm sure, never saw this video because this guy is brand new on the internet. I saw it on Jason's channel. I thought it was interesting. But it does need to be covered because a lot of people do come after Ed about, oh, you keep attacking the same people and blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't do that. And it's like, you people who say that are completely wrong. You're completely wrong. That's what I have to say on that. And I think we're going to be out of here.